Welcome to Business Objects training program session. So today we'll be discussing about Universe Designer. So what is Universe Designer in Business Objects and what is the purpose of this designer? So Universe is a semantic layer that maps the data structure found in databases like tables and columns, etc. in business terms. So a universe can represent any specific business area, process, or department. For example, a universe can relate to a department in a company such as marketing or accounting. So basically, universe designer is nothing but a metadata designer which is going to deal with the structure of the tables that we use for reporting purpose. And this universe designer lies in between reporting tool and the backend database. So wherein business objects reporting tool, they are not going to connect to the backend database directly. We have a middle layer in between, which we call that as universe designer. And in this layer, we extract all the schema or the structure of the tables that are required in order to generate the reports, and we relate those tables. And not only defining the relationship between the tables, we also create classes and objects which fields that we want from those tables for the reporting purpose. So once we are done with this metadata schema, then we connect to that schema from the reporting tool and then we generate the report. So this is a typical designer layout, how it looks like, wherein we have a structure pane here. So this is the place where we add all the schema, the structure of the tables that are required for the reporting purpose, and then we define the relationship between the tables by joining more than one tables on a primary key and foreign key relationship. And then we have a universe pane under which we create classes and objects, which means so these classes and objects are nothing but the columns which we have in the selected tables. So if we have selected all these tables and defined the relationship between the tables, it doesn't mean that we can access all the information from all the tables. There should be some reference fields. So those reference fields are created over here in the universe pane like objects. So each and every object is pointing to a specific field coming from any one of these tables. So we are just mapping these objects to the fields which we want for the reporting purpose, and on which columns that we have objects, only those columns information that we can pull in the report. So creating classes and objects under universe pane is nothing but we are creating a business layer to the customer so that we can understand what kind of information that we have in this semantic layer. For example, if you observe this universe pane, here we have classes. A class is nothing but a category, like a folder structure. And inside a folder, you have all the information. If I say resort, all resort related information like country, resort name, service line, service, and so on. So in a single class, you can have multiple objects, and each and every object might be coming from a single table or multiple tables. So this data source name is DSN, the list of DSNs that are already available in ODBC of this machine. So choose the connection which you want from these DSNs. So I want to connect to eFashion, which is available in this machine, and test the connection. I'm able to connect to that database successfully. Now click on next and nothing to change. Here you have some options to change the timeout period, how much time this connection should be open when you are running the report. So we keep those defaults as it is and click on finish. Now I have successfully created a new connection with the name FSN connection, which is pointing to the DSN data source name in the local machine, which is eFashion. Going forward, this as soon as you publish this universe into business object server, from the list you will be able to see SSN connection as well, so that you can reuse that for multiple universes. So now done. I am done with the connection. Now it opens a universe designer window that consists of a structure pane and universe pane. So we have nothing here, we have blank here. Now we need to start adding the tables. So right click on the structure pane and click on tables. Now it opens a window where you can choose the tables and views from the connection that you made, which is eFashion database file. So these are all the tables. If you have views or stored procedures, you will also be able to access them. But here I have all the tables. So what tables that you want to add? Excuse me. Okay. So what tables that you want for your reporting purpose? Select them. We have fact tables and dimension tables in this warehouse, which is relational database. Now I'm going to choose some of the tables here. So you can click on control and you can choose more than one table and click on insert. So as soon as you insert, it's going to insert the schema of the tables. Remember, these are all only the structures. It's something like a view that we create in a database. So I have added all the schemas. Now what is the next step? You need to define the relationship between the tables. So I'm going to create a star schema here wherein the fact table is in the middle, surrounded by all these dimensions. So if your business is following the naming convention, you would be able to see for all the dimension table starts with dim underscore and all the fact table starts with fact underscore. So this is a fact table and these are all dimension tables, and I'm going to relate them. So article ID from article lookup dimension is pointing to article ID of shop. Facts, this is how we link them. Primary key and foreign key. Week ID is linked to week ID. Shop ID is linked to shop ID. Done. So this is a star schema wherein we have fact table in the middle surrounded by dimensions. And if you want to, so what type of a join is this making? It's an inner join. So inner join in the sense article ID is linked to article ID so that you get common article IDs from both the tables. That is an inner join. And if you want to make a left outer join or right outer join, then you need to double click on this join and change the join properties here. This is the place where, and this is the formula that is used to link those two tables. Okay, so now in order to write your own expression here other than equal to, you can change that, or while linking these two fields from these two tables, if you want to use any other operator, you can make use of these operators. And then if you want to enable auto joins on this table, click here, auto join, or here. It might be left outer or right outer. On which table that you want to make an auto join, check that box. So these are all the join properties that you have for each and every table. And the next step that you want to follow after defining the joins between the tables is detecting the cardinalities. Is very important. So what is this detect cardinality? So this detect cardinality will give you the relationship between the two tables, how they are joined together. For example, here it shows 1 to n, 1 on article lookup table and n on shop facts, which means for one article ID, you have more than one article IDs in shop facts with the same ID. For example, in article lookup, this is primary key, and I have article ID as 1. And with article ID as 1, I have more than one record in shop facts. That is 1 to n relation. So that is nothing but cardinality. Why do we need to define this cardinality? If I don't define, is that going to change the result set? No. But we'll discuss that later. Why do we need to define the cardinality? Now I'm going to create a new maybe report. So if there is any change that you made in the existing object of a universe, since you have a related report, that report is getting affected because you don't have those objects anymore in the universe designer. That's what happened in this scenario. I'm gonna create a new one on FSN demo. Now this time I'm gonna drag shop name, year, state, and sales revenue. This time when I refresh, I'm not going to get partial results. I'm going to get all the years information because I changed that property. See, now I'm able to see 2001 year, 2002 year, and 2003 year. And now this time it doesn't show any partial result warning message. So that's how it works. So that is about a controls tab that we have in Universe Designer, which is used to control the number of records that we get. And we can also choose an execution time. For example, when you're refreshing your report, if it is taking more than 5 minutes, you will get a timeout error, because here the execution time that you have provided maximum 5 minutes, it should not exceed that one. So that is about controls tab, and we have another tab which is SQL tab. So this is the place where you can control what type of auto generated SQL that you can generate in report level. So allow use of union, intersection, and minus operators on this universe so that you can perform those operations while building your report. And multiple paths. So this multiple paths we are going to discuss when we discuss about context in Universe Designer. So that is about SQL tab, and we have two more, which is links and parameters, which we are going to discuss about those two tabs in the next session. So thanks for listening to this demo session. Have a great day.